Well, COVID's obviously thrown a wrench in everything, and education being one of those things. A lot of colleges are actually backing away from using testing. So the SATs, the ACTs, sometimes those tests are optional. So, how do you make sure that your
Mm.
kid kind of jumps out from the pack and in that big pile of applications to that school, your kid gets in?
Yeah, interesting question. And here to answer that question is Dr. Gina Lester joining us today from Texas. She's not only an international best-selling author, she's also the founder of Education Prep Centers. And we're so glad to talk to her. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this. My co-host is fascinated because he's always had a little bit of a gripe about all these tests that we submit kids to. I mean, we're all rated on the results of these tests, and actually, college admissions seems to be changing a bit. Has it changed even in COVID?
Absolutely. And definitely, we see a lot of schools that have gone test optional. And this year, I think, is going to be a real transition going forward in how schools really view our students.
Yeah, they're doing more of a holistic college review. Explain
Mhm.
how this goes, because back in the day, you'd have the SATs. You just put it all in an Excel spreadsheet, sort by score. All right, top however many
Mhm.
rows they get in. That's not really the case anymore.
No, it's not. And the holistic review really opens a door for students that have test anxiety or that tests just aren't their strong suit. And
Mhm.
so colleges are now looking at students not just as that academic piece, but they want to see that your student is an actual person. They want to see what they're passionate about, what their strengths are, who they are, what they've walked through, and how all of that comes together in their application. They want they want to hear the students tell their story,
Mhm.
and I think that's like an amazing piece because we get to see the kid for who they are, not just for that academic piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of kids are out at volunteering, like for charitable organizations, because they want that credit to factor in to their college application, and that is certainly a great trend. Let's talk a little bit more about the Uniquely You formula. What is it exactly? How is this all going to work?
Yeah, so Uniquely You is a program that I created, and I use it with all the students that I work with. And we really dive in and find out what that student is all about, what they're passionate about, what they're excited about. And then we take that and we pull it through the whole application, going all the way into what you were just mentioning, that volunteering. So rather than going out and just volunteering to check a box, they're actually volunteering in areas that they care about.
Yeah.
Then they're able to take those and write essays about it and add it to their resume. And so then you start seeing that student come together as a person and an individual who has purpose and is excited and wants to show the college where they're going in their life. And I think that's what's so great about the holistic review. It's not just that, well, we got to get that test score, we got to get that GPA. That's the gatekeeper. That's always going to be there. But this gives a child and a teen a chance to see way beyond just those tests and those academic pieces.
Yeah. As far as the classroom's concerned, because the ACT, the SAT,
Mhm.
that number's kind of been pretty important. Obviously, they're not paying as much attention to that. But I guess the GPA would kind of replace that as far as a numerical number that says, yeah, they're also good in class.
Yes, they're going to always have to hit certain marks academically for a particular school. The school wants to know that the student can be successful academically at their university.
Mhm.
So they're definitely going to still look at that GPA. They're going to look at the course load that the student took, how many AP or dual credits or advanced classes. Did they hit that number of science or STEM requirements for engineering? Those type of things. But then when you go beyond that, once they know that the student can academically make it at their university, that's where they start looking to find the students that are going to make up their well-rounded student body.
Nice.
And of course, who you are, who you present yourself as when you're 17, 18, it definitely evolves. I mean, those are the years where you're changing so much, but that's okay. What I love about this process is you're actually helping a person discover themselves while they apply for college. It's like this added life lesson. So it's great benefit. Tricky right now because for any senior this year looking at colleges next year, a little difficult maybe to visit a college campus. Do you have any advice
Yes.
there?
Yeah, there one of the things that I have seen, most of the universities are offering lots of online virtual things. And I've definitely seen college admissions counselors at the schools offering opportunities for students to connect with them and actually do virtual meetings, which is huge because in the past, students haven't always been able to access those counselors.
Yeah.
So I would say absolutely
Yeah.
take advantage of that. Connect with your counselor at that university, the one that's going to be reviewing your application. It gives you a chance to show that uniquely you, show that other side of you as you're going through the process. But also, if you're in an area where you can drive the campus, drive the area, even if you can't do an official tour or get onto the campus, it's at least gives you an idea to see the campus, the surrounding areas, know how that really fits with your student. Do they enjoy that area, that type of thing.
Certainly.
Doctor, it is great having you.
Well, yeah, it's been great being here, and I've enjoyed sharing this information with students. I'm very passionate about it, and I wish all of our seniors great luck going forward.
No question. Well, actually, you want to be able to help these seniors a little bit more. So
Yes.
there's a special offer
Mhm.
going on right now. If you visit collegeadmissionsgameplan.com/book, the first 5 people to visit that address, you're going to get free copies of her recent book, and that will be able to help you on your mission and your goal towards getting into that college of your choice. We thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us today. And
You're
Bestseller
welcome.
Publishing is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.